Hi everyone, this is Armand speaking, he, him pronouns. Welcome to our Petra Kucha assignment presentation. And this is Team AMA versus COVID-19. And AMA translated means love in Spanish, which practically stands for Alondra, Maria, and Armand. And the problem we're addressing is COVID-19 and its impact on school-age children here in the United States. Interest-wise, the problem around COVID and school-age children was very personal and close to home. Whether it was through our siblings in our online schools or through our immigrant backgrounds, we were able to relate to a lot of the issues and challenges encountered in our project. So a lot of self-awareness was actually going on in our group. As we mentioned in the start, the problem we are addressing in our presentation is around COVID-19 and its impact on school-age children. In short, COVID-19 or coronavirus is an infectious disease that forced most of the world to go on lockdown and stores to close, businesses to close, and most importantly, schools to become remote and online. COVID-19 truly took over the world by storm, but it became detrimental for families with school-age children in the United States. With parents losing their income and schools shutting down, virtual learning in COVID-19 has led to mental, financial, and academical problems, especially in the underrepresented and disadvantaged communities. So, with that in mind, our goal and vision throughout the presentation is for parents to become more engaged in their children's life. We want parents to take this opportunity of time together in the house to build meaningful relationship that can be beneficial in the long run. As shown in these images, if parents become more involved and invested in their children will follow. Our goal is for children to become invested and interested because it'll be easier for them to navigate through their online learning with their parents' support system. And we want to focus on families facing the challenges as a team working together. And lastly, our ultimate goal is to build a community full of mental, financial, and academical support groups and resources. On top of building a strong relationship at home, we want to utilize the community and working together with others who are in the same situation. Moving on to our micro solutions, because accessing information or support groups has become virtual due to COVID-19, what we plan on doing is creating a website full of resources and support systems that can be used in 3 different languages, English, Spanish, and Amharic, to tackle on the problems that we previously mentioned. We want to take advantage of the virtual lifestyle and provide the necessary resources, information, and support system online so parents are able to take on these new obstacles. On top of creating a network for communication, the website will also provide resources to support mental, financial, and academical problems families may be facing. Our second micro solution is holding a virtual safe space discussion slash meetings with parents and families across the United States. The goal here is basically to use this space for parents and guardians to share their experiences and learn from one another while also getting the chance to talk about the stressful week or month they've had. But first, to successfully use our micro solutions, as a group, we will be sending out surveys in English, Spanish, and Amharic to identify specific problems families may be facing. And these surveys will be given to each of our communities and shared online, so we can use their results as a guideline to make our websites and set up our virtual meetings. Moving on, our individual activity is to hold a virtual meeting in our own communities with our own languages to create some sort of network for sharing stories and experiences while creating a space for inclusive and mutual support system. Now let's take a look at our macro solutions for the three major problems that we have discussed above. The first problem is mental health, and our macro solution is adding mental health within the school curriculum to make sure every child has the mental support system in and outside of the classroom. On top of adding mental health curriculums in schools, we also thought of having mental health evaluations in schools, like vision or hearing tests in hospitals. Why? Well, this will allow parents and teachers to detect the mental health and understand the mental state of their children and students. Next, we have our financial micro solution. Because virtual learning has taken away students' access to free and reduced lunches, schools need to start providing their normal lunches to families who may be struggling to meet the financial needs at home. This can be done through a safe school meal pickup programs. We acknowledge that virtual learning is not accessible to everyone, so our first academic macro solution is to sign a petition to the federal government to give funds to lower class families with children to help them cover the cost of computers, headphones, books, notebooks, and other supplies that children need to succeed in school. On the other hand, just like students have school, we also acknowledge parents have their own responsibilities as well. So our second academical macro solution is to create a policy that can be implemented in schools to provide free additional academic support to children, either virtually or in person, to assist them with learning skills. In conclusion, we do understand the challenges COVID has brought to many families with school-age children, but our goal is to take advantage of the time families have with their children at home to build strong relationship and for children to thrive in their academia without financial and mental health challenges. And on behalf of Team AMA, we would like to acknowledge uh, all our resources who provided us with the information, and the CDC always working through the mix of all these hardships to provide safe guidelines for students and schools to follow. And last but not least, on behalf of Team AMA, a very warm and special shout out to Professor Bill and our wonderful TAs who played a huge role in our Learning and Social Welfare 200. We also love to thank our classmates and everyone who got the chance to listen to our presentation. So thank you.